adjacent to Arbor Pro Tree Service.
Okay.
And they have come into the city from the police jurisdiction with an annexation several years ago. But I understand they've owned the property since 2006, and it was a gravel quarry for a number of years, and they reclaimed it, and want to put it in appropriate zoning for M1, which their activity is currently. And so in order to do that, they've asked to be rezoned. They asked for M1, and the Planning Commission put a recommendation of M1Q on there so that they have to come back, and I'm not sure why they would do that. Usually if it's zoned for it, half of it's zoned for it anyway.
Okay.
And so,
But it was used for construction site at one time, looks like to me. Okay. It's way out there, it's on out there in the PJ.
well, it was.
And it's PJ because of the zoning of the
when we
fair
annexed-
plant.
When we annexed Ohio Faro.
Right, and that caused this one to come in.
It came in with that last year.
Okay. All right, we'll see what happens in the public hearing, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, number 3 is we'll have our hearing on the budget. And for council members, I want to call a work session on next Tuesday, the 13th at 3 o'clock. And we'll ask that city, I think Mr. Betty and the mayor can probably answer anything we need, but be ready for questions, okay? All right. On the 13th at 3 o'clock here in the room. That'll be our work session.
Okay.
All right, number 4 would be we're carrying it over till the next meeting after our work session, okay? Number 5, code of for fireworks. I guess the fire department's going. You got a little something on fireworks now?
Hey, y'all want to cut them out. Y'all want to cut
Does this cover celebratory gunfire?
I wish. So pretty much what happened is 2021, the House passed a bill for retailers to be able to sell consumer fireworks inside city limits and municipalities, which we have always permitted, not permitted it to happen.
Yeah.
So we had some language in there that kind of got attributed to, some people got to arguing back and forth about it, about selling novelties and stuff of that nature, sparklers inside the city limits. Well, pretty much all we did is amend some strength of the language in the ordinance to kind of seize that whole argument about selling any type of novelties or sparklers inside the city limits.
So basically, they're illegal inside city limits.
They are inside.
As always. Okay.
Yes, they've always been illegal, but we just kind of put some language in there to kind of specify inside that House bill what we kind of,
Agreed to.
agreed to. So.
Okay, real good.
All right.
Anybody got any questions? I understand it. Thank you. Number 7.
6, was that?
5, number 6. I missed that one. Yeah. Miss Betty, this is just changing the price on number 6. Pam? This is your charge on the business license?
Yes, sir. That's the issuance fee. Every 5 years, the state of Alabama reviews that, and they give us the approval to increase that fee, and they give us a maximum that we can increase that fee.
So what's the maximum?
And so we're increasing it from $12 to $14.
How much can we go up?
$14.
Okay, all right. I can't go any higher than 14.
No, sir.
That's the max. Okay.
Sir.
Just wanna know. That's great. We understand. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Number 7. This is a ALDOT request for us to do things with ALDOT.
The lighting
that's that bridge lighting they've been talking about on Union Street for quite some time. That'd be to see how that goes. Robert, is that what it is? The lighting underneath the interstate?
Yes, sir, that's for, it is the bridge lighting underpass project for the Choice Neighborhoods Initiative project.
Okay, and y'all gonna talk
phase
about
number 1 of 3
Okay.
locations.
Very good, thank you. Number 8. This is,
Yes, I think Kelby may be here, in which case she'll present it, but this is just getting authorization to apply for a grant.
authorization to get the
Okay.
grant for the,
Right, to
recreational
to
trails?
continue the riverfront trail. This would be going
Okay.
along Lafayette Street.
this is the actual continuation of the trail we got now.
Exactly, it would
Okay.
continue it. There might be, we've posted for public comment. We don't know if anyone's coming, but we would,
I have a question. What is the match money on that? Is that
the grant is up to 400,000. We're still calculating, it'll probably be in kind. The Public Works folks, Wesley Cox is, calculating asphalt. Right, in this section, we have the right-of-way. So this would be a 10-foot trail along existing right-of-way. So it would just be repaving and then striping. So it would be in kind,
okay?
probably about 150. We're still calculating. This just gives us the ability to apply for the grant, and then we'd come back.
If you get it,
If you get it,
you have
correct.
something to work with, okay.
So
Yes,
no
sir.
money, but
No
in
money up
kind.
front, okay, yet. All right, number 9. Number 9,
It's been withdrawn. It's now in compliance.
okay. Number 10,
Mr. President,
Yes,
I've
sir.
talked to Mrs. Baldwin several times. We've had good conversations about it. She wants to open up a rental hall. We do have some questions about parking because the building comes all the way up to the sidewalk and capacity, which we will address. But yeah, so I don't, if some issues are addressed and some questions are answered, I'm okay with it.
okay. All right, number 11,
Same.
same thing?
So is it the same building?
It's basically the same building, 2 addresses. It's connected.
Okay,
It's the one on the corner and then the big one next to it.
okay.
They
Num-
still have the Jamaican restaurant right there, right?
Yes, I believe so. We wrote about it on the day. We can ask her those questions at the meeting.
Okay. Number 12 is in my district, and I've got some problems with this situation. I got to resolve it. Let's see what they say when they get here today. But this one's got a trash problem. Number 13, is this the one in yours,
This is mine, Charlie.
Ed?
I haven't
Okay.
spoken to anybody. I'm looking forward to doing that.
Talking to them today, okay? All right.
Mr. President,
Yes, sir.
just looking at the agenda, you're talking about 4 entertainment venues. I just
Yeah.
wish that we can have another type of incentive for them to do something else with those buildings outside of I don't know what we can come up with because we did have a moratorium, and once that moratorium opened back up, we're being flooded with these event centers once again.
Ms. Beeble, how many event centers we got now? Got any idea? How many licenses have we given to event centers? It's got to be 30 or more.
I think it's more than that, Charlie.
Oh, I said more. And I'd like to know how many we got. It's gotten out of hand. Something's going on.
I don't have the actual count, but I do know that it's in excess of 30.
Excess of 30.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, there's something going on. We got to have, I think ABC needs to check on them, put the pressure on them, find out what's going on. There's something up. We just don't, all of a sudden you don't have a need for over 30 of these things in town. There's something going on big time.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, Pam. All right, number 14, new appointment to the, reappointing Julie to the airport, to the Housing Authority, okay? Number 15 is the president appointment. Number 16 is the abatement of, cost abatement of unsafe structures. And number 17, you know, we just pass over these things every time. There's 3 more pieces of property we torn down. Every meeting we have, at least this, 5 or 6, 7 of them. I mean, it's unbelievable what's happening to us. We really need to pay attention to what's happening here. This is property being destroyed. I rode back in some areas of town over the weekend. It's some bad stuff. All right. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm talking about. And they're just not getting to us. How many more like that? They hadn't even gotten to us yet. You know? Okay. The rest of it's abatement, and then we go straight to the work session speaking roster. And we have people here from the Housing Authority to speak to us this afternoon. Ms. Tanner and Robert, you with them? All of y'all together? Mr. Pop, if you go up and talk to us, you're going to give you 3 to 4 minutes to tell us about what's going on in the Choice Neighborhoods Initiative Program.
Do you want me to time?
Nah.
Okay.
They'll probably need more than that, Mr. President.
But let me tell you what, for those of you who came in late, we've got a executive session we need to go into.
Okay,
So I need to move this meeting along as quick as I can. Okay.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
First off, I just want to thank you for this opportunity to bring to you the update for the Choice Neighborhood Planning Initiative. And this initiative, this planning grant was received by the Housing Authority along with the city as a co-applicant back in December of 2020. During our planning process, we've held C&I Partners Luncheon back in early April to reconnect with stakeholders and introduce the planning process and discuss the next steps. We've also met with Dr. Bronner of the Alabama Retirement Systems to establish a project partnership. We've also led monthly public and advisory local board meetings throughout with our consultants, APD, Atlanta Urban Planning. We've held weekly and now bi-weekly meetings with staff and consultants. We've opened our C&I offices at 1042 and 1044 Union Street. We had committee meetings held with community partners, including public and private organizations. We've completed 3 mandatory public input meetings. The most recent took place in June, followed by committee meetings around the topics of education, health and wellness, public safety, people, and housing. We are in the process of bringing on our master developer, and we have actual site control for replacement housing of the 200 units at Patterson Court. Our resident participation and opportunities, we are making sure that our residents have a voice in what's going on in their communities. With that being said, we've had public safety and neighborhood meetings held monthly. We have free tennis classes offered to Patterson Court and other residents. Patterson Innovators, which are residents of Patterson Court, are meeting monthly throughout Montgomery Housing Authority. Mr. Jesse Wild with APD Urban will come forth now and present.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So just to follow up on what Ms. Tanner was presenting, earlier in our resolution, Robert made reference to working with ALDOT, and as part of the planning process for the Choice Neighborhood Initiative, we had to introduce an early initiative program, and that was the bridge underlighting, and that's what we're working with ALDOT on. So it's actually going to be 3 bridges that will be underlit. We have funds in place and actually have started work on the first one. Also a part of the planning process was to look at existing studies and add studies that would most importantly establish what's the market opportunity for developing within the Choice Neighborhood Planning Area, which is essentially Centennial Hills. This is an area that's bordered by Adams Street on the north, basically Alabama State University on the south, and then Jackson State Hospital on the east, and I believe it's Decatur Street on our western boundary. And so that's an area that has undergone a lot of studies, previous plans and studies before, but we think we have a good formula in this particular planning process to actually implement something. In particular, along the High Street corridor. This is a key corridor within this planning area itself. It has opportunity for mixed-use development, opportunity for land assemblies, and it's the area, as you know, where the RSA is doing a pretty major project. And so part of the process also calls for us to establish partnerships. We've established partnerships with Alabama State University, working closely with the Chamber of Commerce on their downtown master plan, and most importantly, at least in our minds, with our work with the public school system to make sure that their work and their plan going forward is integrated into a larger neighborhood redevelopment plan. So in terms of next steps, we're at the point now where we will have the draft plan completed and submitted to HUD on September 16th. From that point, HUD has about 90 days to take a look at the plan, make sure that it meets all the expectations, and hopefully sign off and approve it. Once it's approved, it allows for us, it puts the Montgomery Housing Authority and the City of Montgomery in a position to apply for what's called a Choice Neighborhood Implementation Grant. And that grant is probably going to be in the range of about $40 million. And so we think we've put ourselves in a position where we can be competitive with that. And so the City of Montgomery and the Montgomery Housing Authority will be collaborating on actually applying for those funds on the basis of the planning grant that we're now completing. And then as Mr. Tanner mentioned already, that we have the land that would be used for the replacement of Patterson Court is already in place, so that land assembly work is done. And then the city and the state of Alabama have negotiated an arrangement to transfer up to 40 parcels of property that are now foreclosed state-owned property back to the city for development as part of this initiative.
Great
So
idea.
Yeah, so with
Good to hear
that,
that part.
thank you. With that, Robert, you want to add anything?
Okay, thank y'all for the presentation. It's very informative and looks like something really big is going to happen.
All right, thank you so
Good luck
much.
to you.
Thank you all.
Thank y'all.
Thank you, Jesse.
Mr. Moore with the Boss Youth League. Boss Youth League. Mr. Moore? Sharp, all dressed up.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Ma'am, good afternoon.
For those who haven't met me in our program yet, my name is Corleen St. Cyr Moore, the CEO and co-founder of Boss Youth League. Our program, with our mission, developing students into healthy leaders and entrepreneurs through dedication, discipline, and development. And we use basketball as a vehicle to accomplish these things. We've been to Miami, Florida, Tennessee, Atlanta, Georgia. We've met celebrities and celebrity entrepreneurs, Isaiah Thomas, Deontay Wilder, brought the NBA players out, LeBron James, Anthony Davis. We have another trip coming up in December. And so our program, through the game of basketball, we run mock businesses, and the kids learn that they are a brand, and they learn entrepreneurship. So we're standing here before you today. We have 38 registered this semester for our fall semester with little to no advertisement. They love our program, they know about our program, and we just wanted to announce our season, our fall season, which is broken down in 2 semesters, going from October, and my husband here, the co-founder, Darius Moore, is going to pass you out some more information, and all the information about our website, about our program and everything. It's on our website, bossyouthleague.org. But with our semester, our season is broken down in 2 semesters, from August to October, and then from October to December. And each season we take them on a major trip where they meet a celebrity athlete and entrepreneur. And so we're here today letting you know about our program, but also asking for each council member if they can donate a gift of $1,500 to operate our program and initiative, and what all will come with it, as far as blazers, equipment, and also facility usage at Sheridan Heights Community Center.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much.
Okay, thanks for coming.
Greatly appreciate it.
Okay. Okay, Todd Romanowski.
Nice job, gentlemen. Hello, my name is Pam McLemore. I'm the Executive Director at Montgomery Christian School. We're here this morning to tell you a little bit about who we are and also what happened with all the rainfall last weekend. But for those of you that don't know Montgomery Christian School, this is our 15th year in existence. We are over on McGee Road, 3265 McGee Road, in the old Green Gate building. We are a nonprofit, a 501c3, and we have 99 elementary students, K through 5th grade. One of the 2 things that sets us apart from other private schools here, the first thing is every single student is on scholarship. On average, our students pay $50 per month, and that's a sacrifice for their families. Also, we have parent involvement. So we have something called Parent University that happens 4 times a year. We have wonderful families that come alongside us, and we really do work together with these families as well. As far as our students and who they are, 95% are at federal poverty level and below. They really do come, and they're excited to have their child have that school choice to come to Montgomery Christian School. And we're here today just to tell you that we have a long waiting list. We could have made 3 second grade classrooms this year, and we're just trying to see where the Lord is leading us. So as I said, though, last Saturday we had a huge downpour, as we all experienced, around 6:30 on the 27th in the evening. During that time, we have 2 ditches that flow behind us, and one of the ditches completely overflowed, meanwhile going into our playground and also going into our building. We had to close down the school for a week, but like I said, we're really, really close to our families, and so we were able to help some of them as well during that time period. Our teachers had to pack up their items that were left over. We did have our kindergarten and 1st grade. I mean, y'all, they've been teaching for over 30 years, so a lot of curriculum was ruined. But we were able to pack up what we could, and Trinity Church opened their doors, so we're going to have school there this week, mostly because our staff is just that awesome. And we're hoping to be able to get back into the building in about a week and a half. We just wanted you to be aware of our school, to let you know that education is working here at our school. Our test scores this last year were unbelievable. We are 150% above grade level. And for those students that come to our school and what they're zoned for especially, we're just really excited that, that the teaching is working and that Montgomery Christian School is making a dent here. We want you to feel encouraged in that way. Todd Romanowski is our board president, and he has passed out to you just more information on our school. We also just wanted you to be aware of the flooding issue with the ditches, and just let y'all know that it has made an impact on our school. So as you walk in, you'll see that our fences on the bottom have major water damage, along with the rocks that are contaminated in our playground. And then it was at contamination 3 level because it came out of the ditch. And so we've had to basically go through and sort. I continue to clean. You guys know how it is at a nonprofit. I'm a janitor and the executive director, so we've been working real hard at the school. Our families have come out, but again, I just wanted y'all to be aware of what happened and what went on, and maybe troubleshoot some things that we could do about these ditches back there by McGee Road.
We can check that out for you. Thanks for
That'd be
being aware of it. Good luck when you school. Sounds great. Now, what grades do you have?
We're kindergarten through 5th grade, and then after 5th grade, we work with private schools here in town. They go into different private schools, or they get into a magnet school. So it really is encouraging. We encourage y'all to come by if you can. We give tours all the time.
Very good. Thank you so much for
Thank
what
you
you
so
do.
much for your time.
Thank you.
Council, I need you. Okay, thank you very much. Council, this time we want to go into executive session in our conference room over on the other side for the purpose of a business decision on a new business. Is that good enough, Madam Clerk?
Need a motion?
I need a motion to that, Mr. Calhoun.
Mr. President,
Have a motion to.
so
go into-
moved.
Stacy, does this meet requirement?
A7.
A7.
Okay. All in favor, raise your hand.
Wait just a second, I didn't get it from her.
What? What'd you say?
I need the qualification from Stacy.
A7.
Okay,
Okay.
and we need the vote.
All right, all in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous, and you will not
All right.
reconvene.
We will not reconvene.